So welcome to the Cognos video. So today we are going to discuss about how to get started with Cognos. So we'll discuss about how to create a model using the Framework Manager. Now, before we start, let me show a little bit our the database and show you what tables we have. So I am going to show you a Microsoft SQL Server database. So where we have a database called test1, as you see here, and we've got few tables, cells, which has the data for the cells volumes, and then there is agents, which has basically sales agent information, and then there are two tables, quarters and regions, so which has the small set of data around about quarters, what are the different quarters, start date, end date, and the regions, meaning sales regions. So if you're familiar with data warehouse concepts, in our sales table is actually what is considered to be our fact table. So let me just show you quickly what we have in sales table. So here is a simple sales table. Okay, I think our query was a little wrong. So here we have a sales table which has the basic data of sell date and a sell amount and who's the customer, who's the agent. So this is considered to be our fact table, so which has the facts. And then our dimension tables are, again, these are data warehouse terms. In case you are not familiar, you can, it's not a big deal. You don't have to know internals of data warehousing to really do Cognos, but certainly it will help if you are familiar with data warehouses. And then our agent table is select star from agents, and this will give you our agents, which is, we've got 3-4 agents, and these are again sample test data which I generated to show you the models. And then we have quarters and regions. So now let's see how we can build a model using a framework manager. Now before we start doing it, let me just show you a few concepts about how to create a model. So let me take the, so let's say we have the tables which are cells. Let me choose a different pane. So we have cells, we have agents, we have quarters, and we have region. Now this is a fact table, and these are all dimension. What that means is that, let me just give you a quick overview of something about data warehousing. So this is our cells, and these are the dimension table which surround us, which surround the fact table. So this is, let's say, agent. Again, my handwriting is very poor. Let me choose a different pin tip. Okay, so we have cells, agents, we have quarter, we have region. So now each of these tables are interlinked through relations. So for example, cells and agent would be cells, it would be through agent ID, between the cells and the agent table. Between the cells and quarter table, which will have a quarter ID. So cells table will have the IDs that would link different tables, that would link this one with the different dimension tables. So for region, you'll have a region ID, and then it will have the basic sales data in terms of sale date, the amount, and etc. etc. So that's sort of the basic overview, and then now we'll get into the creating the model. So while creating the model, what we'll take an approach is in models, the basic purpose of model again is to represent the structure of the data. So now, for example, you have let's say you have a column which is called amount, or which is called, sometimes we can have a column called AMT in the database to represent amount. So sometimes we do not, for the reports, we may want to have a little bit more user-friendly columns. Maybe we want to call them as, let's say, sell amount, something like that. So to do this level of abstraction, meaning to keep your data, your internals or the exact names of the database separate from your report, we sometimes create two levels of a model. So that means one level of model which directly interacts with your database and get all the information, and the second level where we put different column names the way we want to show them in the report, or even only a few set of columns which we need for report. So for example, we have we may have columns which we don't want to show users, but so what we do is that we first take create a model using which directly maps to the database, and the second one is that we only put columns which are which we need for the reports. So let's get started with the reports. With the framework manager, and we'll see how to create reports using that.